As you probably noticed, on Wednesday I did not upload anything here on YouTube, and that's because I did not have the time to edit everything in time. So I decided to put together Wednesday's video and today's video, and that's why you will be seeing them in the same video. What's up with lining? But yeah, in today's videos I'll finish reacting to 17's solo OSTs, and we'll have Hoshi, Minghao, June, and Seungkwan. Yeah. Also, at the end of this video, guys, I have a little thing to show you, and I won't spoil it, but it'll just be a few minutes. I'll be showing you guys a gift that one of you gifted me on my birthday, which was so crazy and so unexpected, but yeah, I'll leave it to the end of the video. Anyway, enjoy the video, guys. Bye bye. English pronunciation. Oh, that was beautiful.
Just move on and on, like a warrior. Through might and might of rough and rocky road.
Whoa!
Destiny lies in my hands, so I trust my own faith and believe that I can change this world.
Guys, it's been 1 minute and 30 seconds of this song, and it felt like 3 different songs already. Like, it changed so much. It's so dynamic. And also, Hoshi's tone here, I love his voice in general so much, as we all know, but the tone that he's using in this particular song is so different, and it's so good. It's so good. Like, it's definitely what the song requires and what the English pronunciation also requires, I feel like. But I don't know, I truly just love the delivery so far. It's so good and so different. The instrumental is so grand and so beautiful too. No, guys, this is beautiful. I feel my body shaking. I feel like I'm in a battlefield. Don't you just love it when he does this?
Things on earth, so I believe in light of hope shining there deep down inside my heart. Just move on like a warrior through might and might of rough and rocky road. My destiny lies in my hands, so I trust my own fate.
Who the hell composed this song? Oh, wait, sorry, I need to look up the credits for this song because the instrumental goes insane. Okay, I don't know them. I think they're two Chinese writers, and um, I might look them up later to see what else they did because this was so good. Mystical, cinematic, and it set this, I don't know, legendary battle sort of vibe, you know, which makes sense since this is a OST for a game, if I'm not wrong. Yes, for Knights of Veda. I'm not a gamer. I don't know what game this is. The only game I've ever played in my life was The Sims 4. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but I love that game so much. The one thing I love the most about the whole production is the blending of orchestral and rock elements. You have this almost classical string melody paired with a very sharp, rock, edgy guitar or synth line, and it just cuts through and it creates this tension and release moments all the time. It's so perfect, so perfect. And Hoshi's voice just sits perfectly in that space. Here, it truly felt like Hoshi the storyteller and not just Hoshi the idol and Hoshi the performance powerhouse of 17. And that's, I think, what made it stand out to me so much. And that's why I loved it so much, this song, because he truly made it seem like he wrote the song. It felt really personal. I don't know, even though it's for a game and it was not even written by him, it really felt like it was his song. It was very personal to him. And yeah, yeah, this was so good. Also, I wasn't really sure about the melody at first because it sounded very cliche. Like the first few lines of the verses, they sound very cliche, like a melody that you've heard and reheard and reheard and reheard again. And it just felt like, oh, okay. Like I was really into the instrumental, I wasn't really into the melody. But then when it picks up, like everything continuously changes. It's so chaotic, but in the best way possible, and I loved it so much. But all right, let's move on. We have Minghao with Hide from Who is the Murder? Who is the murder? Ooh, that was such a great touch.
纯白色的烟火照破心脏，燃尽过往，每个
Run
山
it
一
back.
尽过往，每个善意的话都背负真相，正义被捆绑，问题一定会有回答，真相有嘴巴。当荒野的花都找到了家，再长出枝桠，所谓的真假，却不过都是被真诚谋杀。
Woohoo!
纯白色的烟火照破心
The
脏，
instrumental is bone chilling.
燃尽过往，每个善意的话都背负真相。
That almost sounded like June. Oh my god! That is so good. It's so simple, but it adds so much to it. Wow, Minghao. Oh my god, guys. Guys, the instrumental in this song, it was full of surprises. Like there were so many little details just scattered around the whole song. I just want to dissect it like second by second. This was so good. This was so good. And also, OSTs are interesting because they're meant to enhance a narrative, not just exist as standalone music. But somehow, Minghao's OSTs always seem to be created exactly for him. If you know what I mean. Like, we all know Minghao has such a peculiar vibe, especially when it comes to ballads. And I think that his OSTs are just so perfect. Like they fit that mood so perfectly. I loved every single second of this song, guys, because it kept me entertained. Like, even though it's on the surface a very simple song and you kind of know what direction it's gonna take because of the nature of the song, it still surprised me somehow. And I was still like constantly kind of like on the edge of my seat thinking, oh my god, what is going to be the next surprise in the instrumental or in the delivery of Minghao? Like at the beginning where he does that, like he finishes a word kind of like I don't know, breathing out the hair in his lungs without actually finishing the word. There was so much to it. This was so good. Anyway, let's get to the next one. We have Fly Birdie Friends from Fly Birdie Friends, which I think it's a kid animation, as Sarah wrote. Yeah. This took a second for my brain to process, but why is this in Italian? Okay, guys, I found the lyrics in English. Let's go. You know what? This is so interesting that Minghao is singing this. Ooh! Like, this is something that I would expect DK singing. you know?
지게 할 거야.
Hmm.
그럴 땐 하늘을 봐. 우리가 있잖아. 검은 숲을 지키는 작은 마음과 아름다운 이별의 예쁜 마음 담아 우리가 그토록 꿈꿔왔던 그 시간이 왔잖아. 우리 제작했고 미지의 세계로 떠나자. 준비됐어 나.
Ooh!
두 눈빛 날아갈 거야.
Damn!
아무것도 두렵지 않아. 손에 꼭 쥐었던 소중한 우리 이야기. Body dance 신비한 비밀의 선물 날아보고 싶다면 두 손 꼭 쥐고서 우리 이름 불러줘. Body dance, body dance.
Wow! This was honestly so unexpected, but so refreshing in a way. Again, I did not expect the to just dive into something like this, but this was so cool. It was so cool. And again, it showed a different side of his vocals, a different color of his vocals, because we just heard him in, what I feel like it's more his comfort zone vocally speaking, that more darker, more mysterious type of vibe. Here he sounds very sweet, very upbeat. It's just really interesting to see the duality. I don't really have a lot to say about this one, to be honest with you. It was just a very interesting instrumental. I love how they were able to make it work, because it starts off again with the birds chirping, and you kind of feel like you're lost in the jungle at the beginning. Like it's such a cool intro. Such a cool intro. And then the electric guitar comes in and you're like, where am I? I don't know, it's so cool. Anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is Time Spoken in Ink from My Wife's Double Life. Wow, it feels like I'm being transported to a different time. Oh. Oh, the vocal mix.
如果爱不一定像审判，你我反成愤然。愿温柔尽万里长山，在逆风中尽欢。两颗心若飞，手骨纷繁。
Wow, this melody is beautiful.
如果爱不以功夫彼岸，可抵岁月的漫漫。星辰大地随你奔走，不觉回眸炙热。千禧换旧灯，渐生渐烈，时光与蓦然温柔缓缓。
The amount of comfort that this man's voice brings to me is honestly ridiculous.
如果爱不一定像星海，你我凡尘纷扰，愿温柔经万里长沙，在逆风中轻缓。两颗心若非韶骨纷繁，无边江山也有海。如果爱不一共赴彼岸，可抵岁月的漫漫。星辰大地随你奔走，不觉回眸细柔。前世混旧灯，只剩牵连，时光与蓦然温柔缓缓。
哇。Again, right away, I was honestly struck by how beautiful the opening feels. It felt like stepping into an old painting. The arrangement is truly beautiful, like the soft piano, those strings, like the strings in this song are so beautiful, and the overall vibe, like the overall song, I don't know, and also his delivery, honestly, because it played a big part in how it made me feel. But it truly made me feel like I was listening to someone contemplating out loud, like someone's stream of consciousness or something. It felt like, I don't know, it was such a weird experience listening to this song, but it was very cool. But let's get to the next one, which is When the Wind Blows. No, yeah, When the Wind Blows from Love's Rebellion.
当你出现在我身后，满天繁星也停止闪烁。
He always ends up talking about stars in his song, even if he didn't write them.
当我站在你的左右，世间万物都化作乌有，只剩你眼眸。刻骨铭心与你同行的每分每秒钟，我们那故事如烟似流，都落入你眼中。能不能紧紧牵着我的双手，无论刹那是白云或
This feels so intimate, like the way he's singing it. Oh.
一直到最后。
Wow.
就让我陪着你一直往前走，就让所有灿烂的烟火为你而停留。哦，风吹来的时候，风吹来的时候，当我站在你的左右，世间万物都化作
His voice is so special.
只剩你眼眸。刻骨铭心与你同行的每分每秒钟，我们那故事如烟似流，都落入你眼中。能不能紧紧牵着我的双手，无论刹那是白云或苍狗，从开始一直到最后。哦，就让我陪着你一直往前走，就让所有灿烂的烟火为你而停留。哦，
The lyrics are so beautiful too.
风吹来的时候，从你的眉间到我的心。
Oh, a good bridge.
似平静却风起云涌，也曾懵懵懂，轻轻深重。
Oh, that was beautiful.
懵懂，轻轻深重，只一句不离不弃相守。能不能紧紧牵着我？ 的双手，无论刹那是白银或苍狗，从开始一直到最后，就让我陪着你一直往前走，就让所有灿烂的烟火为你而停留。风吹来的时候，风吹来的时候。
Wow. I love Minkao's voice so much, guys. I really do. And also, as I was saying before, like this song felt so intimate in the sense that it felt like he was singing it directly to somebody instead of for an audience. Also, this almost felt like a June kind of ballad. Is it just me? I don't know. I think this would have suited June as well as a song. Um, but yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about this one. Again, I always talk so much for the first songs, and then I end up not being able to say anything for the last ones. But I really liked it. It was a lot more laid back than the other ones. The lyrics, though, are very deep and layered and very human. Very human, especially when he sings like the part let me let me just accompany you forward or something like this. I don't remember, but I don't know, I love that part because sometimes you don't really need grand gestures or just some grand declarations. You just have to prove that you're going to be there for this person, whoever this person might be, to hold their hand and help them move forward when they need to. So I don't know. I love the meaning. I love the way he sang, and I love the instrumental. Even though, again, it was a little bit more laid back. It was very Minghao ballad coded, So yeah, yeah. This was it for today, guys. Oh, guys, can I just say something? I love when with OSTs, especially for Chun and Minghao, we get these very traditional Chinese sounding songs because they create such a beautiful atmosphere and they engulf you instantly into that time period, and they're just so beautiful, so beautiful.
把过去隐没入山野，星与冥界望与尘野。
I love his lower register so
瓶中
much.
月却在自水夜朦胧间，最熟悉的梦又浮现。深邃渐远，心念未见，天下皆之间。而我在等你圆清晰那天，长安雪落满天，谁见世
Wow.
间人？时间流淌的月色换不回你的脸，血色弥漫过
I love how much he pushes forward with his voice.
深入赤焰，虚幻人间远远。谁知起伏是人世间，笑谈中藏你的刀刃太明显。深邃渐远，心念未见，天下皆之间。而我在等你圆清晰那天，长安雪落满天。
These drums.
时间流淌的月色换不回你的脸，血色弥漫过这岁月，我愿翻身入赤焰，虚幻人间远远。
Wow.
多远也不会累，多久也不会灭，定 风闻线，我不退却。宿命骤落恩怨，
哦，
不退却。宿命骤我不退却。宿命骤落恩怨。
is that a piano in the back?
宿命骤落恩怨，我无畏相见，接近无形的就让结局一瞬之间。
哇，
血色弥漫过这岁月，我要翻身入尘烟，去换人间。
goosebumps, guys. Wow. My favorite parts are definitely in the chorus when everything drops and then everything picks up again and then June's voice comes in and it's so good. So good. But also that instrumental only part, like the rock instrumental only part, which is so contrasting to the overall vibes of the song, like the Chinese traditional sound of the song. They're so contrasting, but they work so well together. And those, like that electric guitar and those drums, they just overwhelm you completely. And June's delivery here is so intense. Like his tone is so rich and grounded and expressive. As I said before, I love when he sings in his lower register, and I love that he gets the opportunity to when he sings in Chinese and these types of songs. Yeah, I don't know. I love this one. I really did. Anyway, let's move on to Songkwan's OSTs. We have The Reason from Love Struck in the City, The Moment You Arrived from Tell Me That You Love Me, and Lonely Stars from Astra Knights of Veda, which is, I think, the same game that Hoshi did his OST for. I think that's the same one, yeah. But anyway, let's go with The Reason.
진하게 눌러 쓴 글씨엔 지워도 자국이 남듯이 나의 마음에 너무도 강하게 그리움을 새겨놨던 너와 만나던 그 시간만큼 나는 말할 수 없이 행복했어. 낯설었던 공기와 완전한 순간들 모두 다 잊을 수 없어 내겐. 내가 너를 그리며 사는 이유 애가
Oh, that was beautiful.
매일 부른 이유 같이 없어도 왠지 함께 있는 듯 너는 떼어낼 수 없는 내 가끔
와.
다른 길이 보일 때도 널 한 번도 놓지 않은 이유도 널 한 번도 놓지 않은 이유 미워할 수 없어서 미워지지 않아서 내 마음처럼 되지 않았어. 널 먼저 떨리게 되는 게 새삼스럽지도 않은 요즘 반쯤은 내가 너에게 미쳐서 바보가 될까 걱정이 될 뿐 너와 함께한 그 순간만큼 나는 하루도 지겹지 않았어. 되려 단 한순간도 즐겁지 못했던 시간이 내겐 없었으니까 내가 너를 그리며 찾는 이유 애가 타도록 매일 부른 이유
sorry, I just love the way he says this.
찾는 이유 애가 타도록 매일 부른 이유
Oh,
같이 없어도 왠지 함께 있는 듯 너는 떼어낼 수 없는 내 나머지 네가 하루마다 쓴 시간만큼 나는 매일 널 생각했어 너를 본 그때 그날에도 그 다음 날도 아니 이 순간도 널 이렇게 어느 보고 싶은 날 비를 보면 네가
every time you
웃으면서
think this song
올
is
것
going
같아
somewhere up, it goes back down. It's
영원토록 떠올리기만 했던 잊지 못할 그 모습 그대로 다시
what a beautiful piece. What a beautiful piece. Arrangement wise, this one is very restrained. The piano chords are very spaced out, which creates this sort of like emptiness between phrases. And I think that that space is doing a lot of the emotional work in the song, and nothing distracts you from the vocal line. But yeah, in this one, his voice stays very forward in the mix, and he stays in his mid range for most of the songs, but he has a lot of breathiness to it, like especially at the beginning, which keeps the tone very intimate and it feels very vulnerable, which I loved. And yeah, again, this was such a beautiful piece. I felt like I couldn't really talk when I was listening to it. I was just really enjoying it. But yeah, no one does OSTs like he does, honestly. Anyway, let's get to the next one, which is The Moment You Arrive. She's deaf? Or is that?
조용한 세상에 그대가 오면 그대가 오면 나의 마음의 소리 깨어나죠
Oh, he's deaf. She's learning sign language. Oh.
표현에 난 커다란 웃음 편안한 이 순간만 기다리죠 그대와의 머니 고요한 시간들을 한 걸음도
Wow.
그대에게 가까이 오늘 내 맘은 이전보다 더욱 당신에게 커져가요 목소리 들려줄 수 있다면 전할게요 나의 마음을 당신에게 말할게요 서툴고 어색한 표현이 내겐 세상 가장 따뜻한 진심이죠
He sounds so soft and so deep at the same time.
담으면 며칠 겨우 그대 없이 지낼까요
The piano is
나의
beautiful.
발걸음은 이미 그대가 있는 그 자리로 마음으로 다가갈게 매일
와.
따뜻하게 널 감싸며 더욱 당신에게 다가갈게 목소리 들려줄 수 있다면 전할게요 나의 마음을 당신에게 말할게요
우후.
말할게요
근데 조용한 게 더 좋아요.
Wait, did she stop learning sign language and she just gave up and started speaking? Or did he regain his hearing abilities? What happened? Or did they find like their own way of communicating? I don't know. I want to see this K drama now. It was so wholesome and also paired with Sungkwan's voice, which I think it could ease anyone's worries. And I think it adds an ear to my lifespan every time I listen to it. It's just insane. Also, he had a lot more, like his tone brightened in this song. Even though he still stays in his mid to low range for most of it, he also leans into his upper resonance in some moments, which definitely fits the vibe of the song. Because this one feels brighter harmonically and the piano is not as sparse as it is in The Reason, for example. And also, you get a slightly fuller instrumental bed earlier in the song, and all of the background textures come in sooner, which gives it a lot more forward momentum, so it makes sense that his voice is a lot more open than he was in The Reason. But I truly loved how he sang this. Anyway, let's get to the next song, which is Lonely Stars. I love the percussions in here.
외로운 별들이 환히 빛나 따스한 온기들로 날 비추듯이 oh yeah. 눈에 담아볼수록 찬란히 번져와 너를 닮은 그 빛으로 번져와 너를 닮은 그 빛으로
Beautiful.
아무리 먼 곳에 떨어져 있다 해도 괜찮아 서로가 손끝에
What is build up?
언제나 같은 자리 같은 맘으로 늘 가까이 지금처럼 변치 않을 우리일 테니 We're lonely stars 세상 가장 멀리 있어도 함께인 듯 환하게 비추는
Wow.
계절을 지나가도 하지 않을 기적처럼 빛나줘 We're lonely stars 항상 짙은 어둠 깊숙이 반짝이던 너를 내가 찾아가 아득하지
Ooh.
너를 내가 찾아가 아득하지 긴 밤이 지나가도 지지 않을 저 별처럼 늘 내 곁에
I love Sungkwan's voice so much.
눈처럼 새하얀 수많은 별빛 사이 가장 눈부신 별이 바로 너의 길 별을 따라 밝게 빛날 너와 나 우리 운명이란 이름으로 항상 서로를 느낄 수 있게
Wow. This ain't someone, guys. Who is you?
We'll only start 세상 가장 멀리 있어도 함께 있는 환하게 비추는 세상을 계절이 지나가도 변하지 않을 기적처럼 빛나줘 We'll only stars 항상 짙은 어둠 깊숙이 반짝이던 너를 내가 찾아가 아득해진 긴 밤이 지나가도 지지 않을 저 별처럼 늘 내 곁에 이대로 영원토록
Wow. This one felt very cinematic. But what I appreciate is that it doesn't drown his voice. I think he could have gone like complete instrumental, like orchestral overload, but it doesn't. And someone just like his voice shines through in the whole song. It's the centerpiece. Even though I love the instrumental, as I was saying before, I loved the percussion here. I love those little like synths and sprinkles here and there. Mwah, chef kiss. And because the instrumental is bigger compared to like the other OSTs that we listened to today, I expected him to go bigger too, and he does, but in a very controlled way. He adjusted the color of his voice and created this sense of scale without forcing anything, and that's really what I appreciate so much about him as a vocalist. He is so good at projecting his voice without shouting. And I mean, sometimes that does happen. And I was talking about it, I think, on Patreon when I was watching 17 Project, because Boomzu, I think in the second or third episode, was talking about how Sungkwan, maybe the first episode, I don't know, but he was talking about Sungkwan and how he had some problems with his throat. And I was like, I can see why that could be a problem for him, because especially in older live performances, I've noticed how sometimes he didn't really place his voice in the right place. Like the placement of your voice needs to be somewhere specific depending on what you need to sing, whether it's your chest, your head, or a mix. But he just sang from his throat, which can be really, really, really damaging for your throat and your vocal cords. So you just have to be really, really careful. This only happened a few times, honestly. It's not that big of a deal, but maybe, as I said before, in older live performances, or even now when he's really nervous and he has really high notes to sing and he doesn't really focus too much and he doesn't place his voice in any place really, and he just shouts from his from his throat. I'm speaking too fast. But yeah, when he's focused and he pays attention to everything, his vocal technique honestly is on another level, and that's why he's one of my favorite vocalists in K-pop ever. And I love his voice so much, and I hope he takes good care of his voice and his throat and his body so that he can be a ballad singer for a long time. Anyway, I have talked too much today. I will leave you guys to the thing that I was talking about in the intro. I, yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm gonna leave you to any of the past. Last December, I received a very special gift from one of you guys for my birthday. Ari and her friend Gyubin, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. I hope so. But yeah, they gifted me something really special, and I was so surprised. Like, it was so unexpected. The gift in question is a remix of my song Hiccup with 17's Kiddled and Home. And with her permission, I wanted to show it to you guys because I know again that they worked really hard on it, and I do believe that it deserves a space to be heard. So I wanted to take a moment to show it to you guys. And yeah.
No matter how far I go, no matter how fast I run, this town keeps pulling me back. This town still cut deep to the bone. No matter the miles I drive or all signs I leave behind, its trees will call out my name, and I'll never say goodbye. Oh, yeah. 몸속에 너린 아이가 있어. 오늘도 어려운 하루야. 반대로만 가는 너와 난 좀처럼 좁혀지지 않아. 우린 몰락적했어. Burning cigarettes in our hand. Yeah, how we'd say we'll never met. Guess we'll have to see every 난 여기 있는데 please let me look from afar, far from these roads and boulevards, far from this big dreams graveyard. No matter how far I go, no matter how fast I run, this town keeps pulling me back. This town still cut deep to the bone. No matter the miles I drive or all signs I leave behind, its trees will call out my name, and I'll never say goodbye. 시간을 낭비해봐도 좋아. 철이 없다고 할지라도 나는 그런 너의 모습에서 무섭지 않아. 우리 함께라도 우리 무섭지 않아. 겉에 덮여진 이 세상 위로 새로운 맘을 다스려줘. 내 같은 여기 있는데 어디에 숨어버렸을까. 슬픔보다 차가운 너에게 겁이 나는 걸 어쩌겠어. 난 내가 없으면 네 맘은 별이 길어짐이 없어. 네 속은 너로 위협이 있어. 집으면 스럽게 웃어 넘긴 뒤 저거 모여들지만 언제라도 난 여기서 있어. 여는 갈색하니까 그대로 어린애처럼. Oh darling, don't you recall how I tell you you should sober up, you should quit the drugs. You look like a homeless junkie now fears the sun, and you tell me you should eat some more, you should let it go. You look like a ghost and I think you lost the most. Cause no matter how far I go, no matter how fast I run, this town keeps pulling me back. This town still cut deep to the bone. No matter the miles I drive or all signs I leave behind, these trees will call out my name, and I'll never say goodbye.
Well, this is the closest thing to a cover of Kill that you'll ever get from me. No, but seriously, this is beautiful. And again, when Ari sent it to me, I was honestly speechless, not just because it's a good remix, but also because someone took the time and effort to create something like this and gift it to me for my birthday. It was so unexpected, so unexpected. And it reminded me why fandoms can be so beautiful. Like, I don't know, being a part of a fandom sometimes can look very silly from the outside, especially when it's K-pop. I think K-pop is really looked down on from the outside. But I don't know, Carolyn for me has been such a safe space in the past few months. I don't know, I don't even know what I wanted to say in here, but receiving this gift just made me realize how much I like. You don't really know me personally, I don't really know you personally, but we have at least one thing in common, which is so much already, you know? And so many people have so many interests, and having one fandom that can unite, you know. Also, thank you for putting up with my English, guys, because sometimes it truly I don't know, like when I speak outside of the camera, everything is perfect. And I don't know when I turn on the camera why I cannot speak English anymore. It feels like I went back 10 years and I am a B1 level. But anyway, where was I? Okay, she kind of lost her mind. It was a long day of filming, so I'm gonna speak for her. I was about to say that I don't know you guys personally, but through Discord comments and DMs, I've gotten closer to some of you in small ways. And I've been meaning to tell you guys something, especially in a time like this where the word can feel scary and like everything is going to shit, really. I know life isn't always light. There are phases where everything feels manageable, and there are phases where things feel very heavy. People say that those moments are temporary, and sometimes they are, but sometimes temporary is complicated. Sometimes it means weeks, sometimes months, sometimes longer. Everyone's situation is different, and I don't think it helps to pretend there is a simple formula to get through it, really. I hope you find spaces where you can exist without performing. I hope you find people who let you be honest. I hope you keep things in your life that make you feel a little less alone. And I know that 17 has probably been that for most of you, and I hope that they continue to be for a long time. I know I'm just a girl in a sea of creators in this immense platform that is YouTube, and I probably add no meaning to society at all by doing this. And I know that most of you see me just as a creator and my videos a product you can consume, and rightfully so, I might add. And I don't even know how long I might be end up doing this for. But if I even occasionally can be a small part of that safe space for you, that means more to me than I probably know how to express. So thank you for being here. It really does matter. And thank you, Ari, again for this beautiful gift. And your friend, Given. You did an amazing job. And again, it was so unexpected. And I just have no words, honestly. But I don't even know why I said all of this to you guys. It was just something that I was thinking about in the past few days. I just feel like sometimes we all need some words of comfort, and if they didn't comfort you, then I'm sorry for going on this tangent for nothing. But if they did, I'll be happy even if they helped one person. So yeah, I love you. Bye bye.